the University of the Philippines Lady Maroons, who have won 8 championships so far in the UAAP, but their last championship in the women's tournament came a long time ago, in 1983. Last season, they had a 4-10 record, so as compared to NU, they have a little bit more pressure to improve on that record this year. Back to the ball game.
Another point for
a double block there.
So UP, I think, is still trying to find a way to get their ball through, especially in the middle. So far, it has been ineffective for them.
Looking at the team standings right now, above your score. Later on, we will have Ateneo, who are at 1 win and 2 losses right now. The same record that these two teams taking the floor right now have. They will be taking on the still undefeated De La Salle University Lady Spikers.
Point for UP.
One violation error called on NU.
Let's watch it once again.
Touch.
Well serving.
Yeah, she did after hitting the ball.
9-5 now. Nepomuceno. Lopez pops it up. They go to Araneta. Still alive. Here's a chance ball now for UP. Del Mundo. Oh!
Point for UP. First substitution. Ella
Smoking it.
Sagun for Jelaine Kawikan.
You see here that the UP is really trying to maximize their middle plays. Most of their plays now coming from the middle.
That was Angeli Araneta getting it from Del Mundo, who had her eyes locked up in the air, knowing where exactly she wanted that ball to go. Keeping it alive is UP. Transitions to this spike by Maricar.
Ricardo Nepomuceno, during the pregame, we talked about her. This girl, we've seen a lot of improvement from her over the years. Now it's not just Vec Mangi, whose name we often mention in the NU games.
One of the Lady Bulldogs who are tasked to step up here in the absence of Mervic Mangi, Maricar Nepomuceno. She'll try again and gets it again.
You see that these girls are just really happy to play. Look at the energy coming from this attack.
Just went to the right side to avoid that double block. So good job by Nepomuceno.
Oh, a service error.
A service error right there. Too strong for Sagun.
To serve Angeli Araneta.
You see, the motivation of NU is that they really want to get back at UP and prove that, you know, hindi sila pwedeng basta-basta they can actually win this game.
NU also looking to improve on their win total of last year. Actually, if they win today, they get 2 wins. That's the same number of wins for NU for 2 years combined. As they had both identical 1 win and 13 loss records for the past 2 years, but with a new coach, Coach Francis Vicente, hoping to turn things around.
Look at this rally.
Leads to this free ball. Tipping it over, wow.
And look at NU just really looking for those open areas over on the side of UP. They've scored a lot of points, not really forcing errors on UP, but more really on, you know, these areas which are really open.
Aganon finding the open spot on the UP defense. No coverage there. Jousting at the top. Renders the ball unplayable for NU. Point for UP.
Back to serve, Del Mundo.
Del Mundo, one of 3 rookies on this Lady Maroon squad.
Excellent floater.
Lopez will try once again.
Good attack.
From Captain Carmela Lopez.
That deserves a second look.
Positioning herself on her favorite spot is Carmela Lopez. Del Mundo again with the floater. Sullivan.
One block for
Excellent
UP.
defense there by UP.
4 touches on National University.
Touches called on it. I expect this game to be a very close one since both these teams, of course, these teams already know that if they're up against teams like UST and LaSalle or maybe Ateneo, it would be more difficult for them to get a win. But if they know that they're a match with a team, they would really give it their all. And it's
Point
what we
again
are
for the
seeing now.
Fighting Lady Maroons.
Exactly. And NU still has 2 more games before we head into a break and resume volleyball next year. NU still has UE and Adamson on their schedule before this year ends, while UP has Ateneo remaining in their schedule for the year 2010.
And I'm sure that game against UE is something that they're looking forward to because if I remember in the past years, they got their very first win. They actually surprised a lot of people by winning against UE.
So they could get themselves started here, try to build some momentum towards that game against UE, and then head into a tough game against Adamson to close out the year. But UP, of course, has other plans. Both these teams, 1 win and 2 defeats. Back set here.
That's in. For
South
UP.
Ramos using her wit. Just pushing it right down. Avoiding the block.
Serving is
14 to 12 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Sullivan. Still alive here. Good reception by UP Lopez. And again,
It's another point for UP.
finding an open spot is Lopez. And that's the second time, and that Lopez did not jump for that hit.
She had to adjust because the ball was a bit too far from the net. You're right. Oh, but she throws
Way
that
too
away.
long. Service error.
Quesada will check
Service captain
back into the game for some
Sante.
defense. Had a couple of excellent digs a while ago. Del Mundo.
Point
And
for
we have
National U.
error as Del Mundo
Second technical
apparently
timeout.
touched the net. So we head into our second technical timeout, 16 to 13. Lady Bulldogs still up.